Good morning, people, and welcome to the 6 a.m. club, man. And as you can see today, I got a very, very special guest with me. You know what I mean? Family. And this is a long overdue.
Literally.
Long overdue connection. Yeah, long overdue conversation. I feel like, obviously, that we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's long overdue. So obviously today's conversation, the main ethos of the conversation today will be perseverance, and we'll get into why and etc, etc. But we're just gonna have a conversation anyway, man. So obviously, to the people who don't know, would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, to the people that don't know, too many
There's
know.
not many. There's not going to be many that don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I'm Harvey. People know me obviously from So Solid Crew, TV work and various other things. So I've been in the game a long time, man. I've been in your screens a while and been in this industry a while. So honoured, man. Blessings to God. Still here.
Blessings be to God, man. Which is, and it's funny because you say you've been on the screens for a while, because we literally just kind of touched on it, and the fact that I'm in my late 30s now, and I remember being a young teenager, or just even maybe a little bit before that. In my school, I went Ernest Bevan.
Yeah.
So that's a real southwest.
You went to the bad breed school.
Yeah. Wait, boy, I can't even deny it.
You know, my mum will let me go there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, straight. You're not going to school with your friends.
Not going Bevan.
You're not going to school with your friends.
Boy, I had to go there, man. They wouldn't let me in Graveney. I was naughty. And Chestnut Grove was just just for delinquents, man. We weren't going to.
There you go.
I was dead.
Just mad though. She sent me Pimlico.
Okay.
Which was a Brixton school.
Probably worse. Yeah.
Anyway, so it was worse. And then I got expelled anyway and ended up back at Battersea County. Yeah, so she might as well just left me here anyway.
That's mad. Was it called Battersea County?
Yeah, bro, it's called Battersea County then.
That is crazy.
And then you got to feature yourself that it's called Battersea County, and then kind of like I was on the border of it turning into Battersea Technology College. So it actually switched when I was there.
Okay.
But I can't remember what year I got expelled from Pimlico in. But like same kind of thing, no school would accept me, and you know what I'm like, bro. High energy.
Yeah,
I was crazy.
They can't deal with you like
they can't deal with me.
100%.
I was all over the shop.
100%.
You know what I mean? Played football, done kung fu. I used to think I was Bruce Lee and John Barnes. I done Sam Tudang, bro, with Everton.
With Everton, come on, man.
Come on, man. Come on.
That's a real Battersea thing, you know. Anyone, if you know you're from Battersea, you know Sam Tudang.
Everyone knows Everton.
Everyone knows Everton, Bigfoot Everton.
The thing is, because he owned Forbes Framery, innit? The framing shop
by Doddy.
Yeah. And listen, if you walk into that framery shop and you think you're going to cause smoke in there, good luck.
Yeah, of course, it's mad.
You'll find a 6'5" dread.
You know, literally. With big hands and big feet.
But what a gentleman, though, right?
The nicest guy.
What a gentleman.
Nicest guy. Yeah. And you know what? It's funny because he taught me from a kid. I done Sam Tudang with Everton. I done Sam Tudang with all of them, to be fair. But Everton was one of the coaches, and even as a kid, as big as he was and as scary as he was, if he was telling you off, he'll tell you something.
That's right.
But if he wasn't telling you off, you know this guy. I was safe with this guy.
He was full of love, man.
I mean, I remember when I was about 15 or 16.
Yeah.
I had a fight and I knocked out this guy. I don't even want to talk about it. Do you know why? Because me and the guy's cool now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These things happen.
Yeah,
though.
it happens.
These
It's
things
life.
happen. Yeah.
And what happened is we was at Triangle.
Yeah.
You know Triangle in Ballon.
Of course.
So Everton was working there.
Yeah.
So like, what's happened is now the guys basically about 10 minutes later, the guy's kind of come back and he's kind of realised what's going on. And he's coming there with a knife, but it was like a butter knife or something.
Yep.
And the thing is, I saw him approaching, but Everton saw him as well.
Yeah.
So Everton said, "Oi!" and called him. And the guy didn't listen. He carried on running. And the kick what Everton gave, bro, the knife flew out his hand.
Bro.
And he didn't even go for the knife. He just abandoned the whole mission.
Yes.
Because Everton kicked him.
If he gives you a roundhouse, it's a problem for you. You got to think to yourself that, obviously, you lot are the younger generation, but obviously when Ray was our football manager, so you got to think like Ray, Andrew Beardall.
Yeah.
So when we used to be in in Kingsley's minibus going to football, you got to understand it'd be like Ray, Kingsley, Everton.
Yeah.
Do you know how serious man's in that?
Crazy. Yeah.
But I just the way them guys could just navigate the youth and just handle
100%,
situations.
100%.
You don't realise them guys was actually keeping you safe and keeping you away from
100%.
a lot of shit, because you know what I mean? When you're in your youth club, you're travelling to so many different areas. Remember, you go like bowling with the youth club, but you're bucking youth clubs from other
way,
Peckham, Brixton.
Other places,
certain of the young boys might have issues with that area. But the way Ray and Everton could just navigate with these people and the respect that they had, it was unbelievable, bro.
Do you know what's funny? Do you know what's funny for me? Because, and the thing is, we both, because of your mum, you would have grown up as a youth club kid, just like I grew up as a youth club kid, because my aunts, my uncles,
Auntie
whoever,
Maxine,
Auntie Jenny
come
as well.
on, man.
So I grew up as a youth club kid. One thing I always say to people that annoys me that when they took away youth clubs is we learned how to behave. You learnt manners. You learnt to, because if you bump into a next man with or next kids from a next borough and they're with a youth worker, that guy can chat to you just like Ray and them. Right. Can chat. So you learn, do you know what? This adult is an adult.
That's right.
Today's day and age, that don't exist no more.
That's how I built relationships with, prime example, with guys from Brixton was through football. Because, so like, say like, you know, back in the day, some of my lot would have issues, Brixton, Clapham Junction, all that political stuff back in the day. Brixton man used to walk into raves, but I'm bridging with them because obviously I played ball. So I knew them. So even people like Quincy's Quincy used to box round Key's house.
Okay, yeah.
But he's a Brixton man. So that's why people understand when kind of like people like that people would class at that time as the ops or whatever they'd say it. They were my friends because we got that balance where we can just kind of like, you've got that skill too.
Yeah.
You can just converse with people, even if your brethren's got an issue with that one, unless he's done something really bad to your brethren, it's a different story. But I don't know, we could just find a way to converse, get on with people and understand the situation. Do you understand what it is? Because when you're young, you're very, everything's dictated by emotion. And we were just talking about this off camera, by emotion. You don't want to let the side down. You want to represent your friends properly. You don't want to go home and you've sold out and you didn't back the man them. These are all the pressures that we deal with as young black men. And if we don't honour any of them things, it makes you feel lesser man or your clique won't respect you. But when you look at it, it's all bravado and a load of bullshit, really.
No, 100%.
When you get older, you're only going to look after people, really, that you genuinely love and care about. Do you understand? I'm not going to go out there and defend a man that I'm not reciprocating the same love that he's given me. Like, funny enough, we're the same. That most of our friends that are our friends today are friends that we've grown with since
little kids.
Like, for example, like you and Diffs, or like you see me and Adrian, younger CB, Luke. It's all the same friends.
All the same,
And we was talking about it, that Battersea we have quality control around Battersea. So, like I said, if something's going on in the area, that we will know someone's cousin, we will know someone's uncle, we will know someone's dad. I always say we got quality control. I think we're kind of like one of the last areas
100%.
that actually has a community
100%,
still.
100%.
Do you understand?
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
And
the other areas to me, they're weird. The way they move. They're weird.
And even in Battersea, it's like, it's slowly filtering out. And it's sad. Because they're removing the community, the community bases of Battersea. Like, there's no football pen in Battersea.
That's right.
Football pen was a place you go, you link man, you link people. Rah, that's
right.
You learn to know them.
That's
now,
right.
These little
skills.
kids, people skills. They're blocking out and knocking down with the football pen.
Do you know how we would sort out beef back in the day? Play man at football, so we go, man would go like, I'm coming to your pen. You know what I mean? And that's like an away game, isn't it?
Of course.
So like, so if I'm like Patmore and you're going to play man on with Stanley or Doddy, that's how you sort out beef, isn't it? And I remember like everyone used to laugh because I used to have like, you know, I was a kung fu guy when I was young, right? And I won the junior Pee Wee championships in my regional area. And I used to have like a Kung Fu trophy. But when we used to play football matches, I used to use that as like the Champions League trophy. So I'd be like, bro, whoever wins gets the trophy. I slide in the back and I'm like, bro, I don't want to give away my trophy.
Yeah, of course.
And I think one time we lost on when I lived on Fesley House, Patmore way. And we lost the cup. And I had to give it to one of the man them to hold the cup. But I made sure a week later we played them again and got it back to win it back.
Of course.
But that's how we kind of sorted out, like, you know, beefs, conflicts. Yeah, it was normal, but like we'd fight. You know, I was young, I was a fighter. You know, I wasn't a gang boy, I wasn't a weapons man. People know me, I'm a fighter. I love a scrapping it. You know what I mean? You know me, I was mad, didn't it?
Hyper.
I was mad, I was hyper.
Always,
But, you know, like I said, me and you grown up, and people don't know this, which is interesting for people to know. We grown up in the same home. My mum, your auntie, best friends.
Literally.
I remember holding this guy in my arms when he was born.
You
know what I'm saying?
Course,
so people don't realise, if you look at like people like, you know, yourselves, I'm not even going to expose Diff's government name, but my mum used to call him by his government name.
Trust
you know what I mean? I remember
Jenny,
seeing
man.
like you lot in the house, in my mum's house, obviously my brother Joel, Reeps.
Reeps.
It's family, man. It's family. I mean, Arse Reeps, I always used to moan at him. Like, I used to see him like, you know, navigating through the ends. Bruv, keep out of trouble, man. All right, uncle. But do you know what I like about Reeps? No matter what he was up to, whatever he was doing,
he always listens.
He'd always listen. And you was the same.
Like.
Even if at that time, you might be thinking, I was one of the oldest, man. You just moaning, bruv. Shut up, man. You don't know what I'm going through. You might think that in your head because you're young then, innit? You don't want to hear no one. But you lot always had respect.
100%.
And I remember, this is one of the funniest things about Reeps, and it makes me laugh to this day, and he would laugh when he sees this. One time my brother wasn't behaving right. Beats. Joel, innit, yeah? And I was driving through the ends looking for him because I lived in country then, innit?
Yeah.
And I was vexed. I heard that, you know, you lot had your start of your little gang around then. And I wasn't happy. I didn't want my brother in no gang. And especially you two are my family. So when I heard that your name was popping around the area as a young man, I was like, my little cousin. He's doing all of this. Because to me, I still look at you like the little
kids,
baby. But everyone grows up, innit?
100%. And
I'm driving through the ends, and I know that Reeps and my brother roll hard. So I've gone up to him. I've seen Reeps at like a bus stop, and an X5 at that time. So I've pulled over like, Lamar, where's Joel? Where's Joel? Bruv, Reeps is like this. Reeps is like that. Ain't seen him, you know, uncle. Ain't seen him. I'm like, this kid's lying for his team. But the loyalty, going back to my point, the loyalty and having his brethren's back.
No, 100%.
I loved it. I loved it.
And you know what else? Do you know what else is crazy that people don't understand is all about that? Is that connection? Like Beats, Joel.
Yeah.
I don't know Beats from out on the road.
That's right.
How can I not back that guy till I die? I know it's like my brother.
Come on, literally.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I called him on the way here and he was like, oh yeah, that's bro, man. Like, that's because you know there's certain of you like that are part of the foundation. And like
100%.
I said this year, you know, it's a different focus. You know, I'm presenting Radio 1 Extra now. My mind, there's a different mindset.
Yeah, that's sick, man.
I just said that I've given enough to people in terms of podcasts. Like I've done the James Englishes, I've done all them type of things. I said I'm going to pull back a bit, just focus on myself. But when you call, it's a different call.
I appreciate that.
It's not a call. I said to my wife, this ain't a call of, I'm not a podcast. This is my family.
And I appreciate that.
Like, it's my family, bruv. I have to go and reason with my family because who else do you trust more than anyone than your own family?
100%.
You know everything about me. We can't stunt on each other, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Way before money and fame.
Getting licks.
When we was both getting licks together, we you know what I mean? We was at your nan's, at Mrs. Stevens. God bless Mrs. Stevens, We was in that house sleeping in one room.
100%.
A picture come up on Instagram the other day. Remember it was that picture going, remember when you was with your cousins and your brothers, you'd all sleep in one room?
Yeah, of course.
And the fun.
In the front,
the fun. Like, it'd be so exciting. That was us.
That was us.
That was me, Darren, Byron, you, Lindsay. That was our circle.
Amari and them were too young for it.
They were too young.
So I was there,
when people say you, like, it makes me laugh. When I used to hear, like I said, when you was young and you lot was going through your mad phases, it was weird for me because I was like, this is my family. I remember the first time when you was on, Her Majesty's service then. And you called me and I was in Ibiza, do you remember? And I was so happy to hear your voice. Because with you was always different. And I'm always going to say this. And I'm always going to be very strict with you, Reeps, and Beats. You lot are so solid trained, bruv. Like, you've seen it. You've seen it firsthand. You've seen the journey, the fight, how kind of like, especially the Battersea originals, like me, Mega, Romeo, G.
Proper.
We're the Battersea originals. PDS, Dan the Man. That's Battersea, bro. You know what I mean? So you lot have seen it. I always say, when people go like, your boys are doing well, they go like, I like what you're doing with the 6 a.m. club and, Clue doing his thing and, Reeps bringing out good music. I'm like, I think you need to understand the stock they come from.
100%.
Do you understand?
100%.
Like, they're not, these are intelligent, articulate youths. They're not stupid. Yes, they have dabbled in the streets. You don't understand the environments. It's very challenging growing up in South London. It's very challenging. You have to stand up and be counted or you're going to get folded.
100%.
Do you understand? And that's just the way that it goes. But we was always a community. And that's why if you watch a So Solid show, like even tomorrow or last year, you'd see you lot on the road with us. Because Clue would just ring my phone on a Saturday. Like, he rang my phone 2 weeks ago. What are you doing, bro? I'm on the way to a gig. You know what? I'll come and link you.
I'm forwarding.
Because it's just a family.
I always say, do you know
it's
what?
Just a family.
When I came out of jail, before I experienced, because blessings be to God, I've had the chance to experience bare things. Like, as in my own journey. I'm
telling you.
And music, do you know what I'm saying? And toured the
You're
world.
a mentally tough boy, you are, you know?
No, blessings.
There's only one you, bro.
No, I love
very tough guy, mentally.
But one of the best, one of the moments of the best moments of my life ever, like of my life, was when we went to Culture Clash.
Bro.
Was you
Come on.
Yeah, well, yeah, cool, yeah. You was backstage. But I'm saying when we went to culture,
I know.
you know, for me,
I know.
that is like one of the best moments of my life.
Oh, bro,
it was so fun.
Having you lot in the dressing room.
And this was the thing. That was the first time for me when I came out of jail.
That's right.
That I had been around you lot.
That's right.
As an older person, but as a grown up, should I say?
That's right.
Because as a kid, I see man them and all of that. But I'm saying as a grown up, and we're on stage and
the O2 Arena.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
That was epicness to me. And even on that day, because I remember when I came there.
Don't you remember all the night trainers was lined up with our names in it? And he was like, "Cause this is our interview, man." Do you remember?
Proper.
Yeah. I mean, he was yamming the food in the dressing room. Yeah.
Because I remember even when I came there, they said to me, "You can't come in." And even then, because this is one thing I always say to people as well about Mega. See, Mega, he never leaves anybody.
Never.
Like as in, if 50 man and 48 man get in and there's 2 man outside, them 2 man have to come in.
No social
or there's nothing going on.
No way.
Them 2 man, we're fighting until them 2 man come in. They have to come. I don't care what they done, whatever, we're all going then.
There you go.
So that's one thing, because enough man ain't got that emphasis, that energy.
That's right.
Like, that's what I'm on. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And learning that, bro. When I was in school, I remember being in school, and you know where it was. You know Micah, innit?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Micah was in my year. Micah's in my year.
Yeah.
So Micah was like, I remember Micah used to go Junction, and then he'll come school like the golden boy, because he knows everyone.
That's right. That's right. Micah did.
Yeah. So he used to come school like, yeah, man, so solid. And I used to think, blood, you don't even know, blood. Harvey's my cousin. You're a joker. You ain't got nothing on, man.
Literally.
Do you know what I'm saying? But I remember being in school, in class, rapping, like man saying, I'm this one. I'm that one. I'm this one. And what one thing that people always I feel like they fail to mention when it comes to you lot, is that you had your success. You had your successes. But you know the main thing about you lot planted a seed in young black youths' heads in man's borough. I don't care about, and I know this exists in every other borough, but you lot planted a seed in Wandsworth borough.
That's right.
That there's people, we can do something from here. We can do something. Every little kid, I know anyone who from Southwest, I don't know about Southeast, but I'm saying anyone who from Southwest,
bro,
wanted to be in So Solid, bro.
100%.
Every man used to lie. I know there's bare man that was like, yeah, I'm in So Solid. They weren't in So Solid.
100%.
They're begging it. Do you understand? And now it's like, now everyone's doing something.
That's right.
But people forget where that initial seed came from. It came from the man then, bro.
It makes me laugh. Imagine me sitting like, so I'm going to give you an insight of a So Solid member sitting at home, Now I'm at home, right? And I now look like there's YouTube, there's outlets, there's successful black boys, there's black boys that become entrepreneurs and businessmen, sitting there knowing that the blueprint and the template is from us. It's
from you lot.
All of it.
100%.
Because there was no young black men going into any office at 20 to 21 years old negotiating them type of deals. You know, £250,000 deals, £1 million deals with that business ethic at 20 years old. You could not mess with a
There was
Harvey.
no internet, there was no chat
Nothing.
GPT.
You couldn't mess with a Mega Man. You couldn't mess with us because, do you know what it is? We was all very educated. You see the parents that we was raised by.
100%.
So don't think we're going to go in there at 20 years old and be grateful that you're giving us £500,000 to £1 million and it's going to be like, thank you. There was like anything, there was a plan behind it. Do you understand? You know, Mega turning down the original deal with Sony and then going to Relentless for a smaller fee was a genius move. People would have probably thought he was mad at the time, but it was a genius move because it shows he wasn't influenced by money. He was influenced by the vision of the impact of the song. Sony wanted to change the production. Now, we would never have had 21 seconds then, would we?
Can you imagine?
So you got to think to yourself that, making songs like Oh No, that was made in the pattern of the way that we used to dance in raves. The drum pattern is a dance we used to do in raves, the actual pattern. So things like that.
That's crazy.
We were streets ahead of people in terms of thinking. And what you got to understand, you got so many elements. You got like, Harvey with this strong work ethic, and he's the TV guy. He's the face when it comes to the TV. You got Romeo, the gal them sugar. You know what I mean? You got Asher and Mega and Mac for the street youths them and you know what I mean? That ghetto fabulous look. It So Solid catered for everyone. You got Lisa Mafia, who's like the Remy Ma of So Solid.
Of course,
Do you understand? And having that girl around tough men. Do you understand?
100%,
also, you got to understand we're all strong characters. Do you know what I mean? So you got to think that the clash of characters, the arguments, you know what I mean? It's never easy managing a collective, but we've all still got a massive respect for each other. Do you understand? Not saying that we're all best of mates, because it don't go like that. Mega might be drawn, prime example, he might be more cool with Mac, or because they just grown like that.
They grown like that.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas
but you know I know how that is, man, because I was part of my crew.
You know, innit?
Roots and Beats might be close, Sanchez,
right.
And then me and Slice might be close.
There you go.
And
I know you're close with, and I know the history. So when I look at it, I don't care about all that. I'm just very proud. Like, prime example, people don't realise, Face is my cousin on my dad's side, yeah?
Okay.
But if you go back to being younger, Face's energy was very booky, bruv. But what it was, no, him as my cuz. He's not booky. It's just how his face is set. Because he was a very serious looking youth, and you know what I mean? He's been through stuff. Me and him are probably the closest out of anyone now in our 40s. Like, we speak every morning. We speak on the school run. Like, we'll be cussing each other on WhatsApp. You know what I mean? And he's at that point of his life. When you're actively bad, when you guys have lived it and lived that life, you lot just want peace.
100%.
And he's the same.
100%.
Face would be like, don't tell me about no madness that's going over there. I don't want to do no gig that's full of idiots. He want entertain it. 100%. Because he goes, see what I like, Harvey, if Harvey's ringing for a booking or work, I know that I'm traveling around the world. I'm around good people. Because that's the impact that I like, you know, to show people. I show people that, listen, as well as the negativity and all the stuff we've been through, you also got to enjoy your fucking life, bro. Why do we focus as black people so much on like negativity? Facts, bro, look at us, bro. We got war wounds. Look at that stab there, jukes there, but that is not the be all end all of my life. You know what I mean? Yeah, there are moments that I'm not proud of, not moments that I'd like to relive in my memory. Things that you've been through, you'd like to lie in your bed and go, oh, that was a nice day. Because as you know, lying in your own blood is not fun. It's not fun, and we've both done it. And our friends have done it, and so solid members have done it, and I go, thank God he spared me. Do you understand? And so now I focus on like, what goodness can I show the youths? What can I do to uplift them? You know what I mean? I don't need to go in there and portray an hour of war stories to prove how tough I was. I've never been in a gang, I've never been a weapons man, but I'd knock you out with these. That's who Harvey was. I was comfortable with who I was. I didn't try ever to come out of my lane.
Of your lane,
Do you understand what I'm saying?
And that's the most important
thing. You know what I mean?
That's the most important thing.
Be who you are. Like, so that's why I think every member of, like, you know, Megas, Max, they were street boys. But that's their path. I can't judge them for their path. Our paths were all different. You know what I mean? But we all had this vision and this great mind to come together and make this iconic crew, bro. So we didn't do too bad, did we?
Yeah, trust me, bro. Trust me.
You know what I mean? So
trust me.
That's how I look at it.
And there's never been anything. There's never been one since. There's never been one since.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even I just think that was everyone's dream, man. I never saw when I saw the TTs or that. As a little kid, bro, those are my dreams.
Mad, isn't it?
My dreams was to I'm gonna get a TT.
Come
like
on,
them, man.
Yeah.
And be like, that was my dream, bro.
And then one of them you're watching is me, your family. So you're going like,
of course.
We used to lie in the council estate in the same room, and now cuz he's winning Brit Awards and that.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
On the stage with no top on.
Come on, you know what I mean? I'm that guy. You know what I'm like, innit? That makes me laugh. A couple of you know, them lot came to a show. I think it was oh God, not who was it? A couple of I forgot his name.
Smurks.
Not Smurks. Other rapper, man. The crew. Oh my gosh, it's gonna bug me now.
Schema.
Yeah. Schema. Oh my God, my man just went blacks. Schemes come to a show last year with a couple of the boys, and Schemes always laughs when I'm on stage. He's behind me and he just goes, Unks. How does your body still look like this, Unks? You know, like Skimmer cracks me up, innit?
Of course.
So, Unks, like you're still looking like 25 and that. And I walk off, I say to him, difference is Skimmer, when I come off stage and I got to ice my ankles. Skimmer was laughing. I said, that's the reality check. I said, it may look good in the exterior,
but it's breaking down.
I said, if you look at So Solid now, bro, like, you know, I'm a fit guy, but you laugh sometimes, Me and Romeo headlined Snowbombing last year in Austria. And we said, bruv, how different we are now. Bruv, Romeo was drinking mint tea before we go on stage. Because Romeo was all about his calm.
Yeah, he's relaxed.
And his zen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He's a peaceful guy.
He's the most calm person.
Bruv, do you know where he is now?
No.
He's in Vietnam, bruv.
Yeah, it's mad.
With his daughter, just exploring the world.
Yeah,
he's like a monk.
Yeah.
And Romeo's like, he loves his mint tea. Like I do the riders sometimes for the shows, And usually back in the day, you know, it'd be like Cristal, bottles of this. But if you see the rider now, it's the most healthiest rider you ever seen.
Tea, I can imagine, yeah.
Man's like, pasta to replenish.
Yeah,
The man, you can see when we're walking, sea moss on there, we're walking into venues, yeah, and the guy's going, you sure this is so solid, the gangster?
Yeah, trust me, I can imagine.
It's just, jokes aside, it's just growth. Growth within people. We're adults, we're fathers. Some of the man, them are even grandparents, bruv.
Yeah.
So I think we just move different. Like, there's certain things that, like what I say to my son, you know, my son's 7, but you don't need to be bad. You don't need to do this. We went through all this storm. You'll be streetwise anyway. My son don't know how to throw hands just because his dad's fit.
Yeah.
And he's around you, like, you know, he always comes to see aunties and uncle. But there's nothing you have to prove. If you want to get older and you want to be a geek and you want to be a tech wizard, yeah, good luck to you, bruv. Do whatever you want to do. There's no pressure, because we can't think that the younger generation are going to go through what we went through
100%.
if they're not growing up like that. We've grown up on council estates. My son's grown up in a 4 to 5 bedroom house, bruv. Because I worked hard to make sure that his life was better, and my daughter. So I think it's just understanding the, you know, the growth of life, and that's how you move forward, man. Perseverance,
and
perseverance,
that leading on to perseverance. Because I got I think for me, to see your career span across, for me, you can correct me, but for me it will be 25 years.
Yeah, literally. It's actually 27.
27 years.
Yeah.
That to span across 27 years, and you're still relevant in a sense. Everybody knows you. I don't know anyone who doesn't know you, and you're still exactly the same. Like that. No, it's so funny because I love you, know. That same video, 21 seconds, that front flip. If you done it now, I would say, I believe it.
I'm still mad.
Yeah,
I'm still mad.
Something that I know you wanted to, that I wanted to touch on as well, obviously, is Auntie Jenny. Yeah, rest in peace, Auntie Jenny.
Man.
And that is that. The reason why I wanted to touch on that is because, for me, right, we grow up in houses, and we grow up in areas, and we grow up in places where, you know, family is family. So you know, this person, that person. Yeah. But for me, there's 2 people that growing up that touch my spirit as a person, that no matter where I ever. No, do you know what was funny is, throughout my years of being a youth in Wandsworth Borough, I would be in Doddy.
That's right.
I would be in Putney. I'll be in Roehampton. I'll be in Junction. I'll be wherever.
That's right.
But you know one thing I always knew? If Auntie Jenny was there, I was good.
That's right.
If I went Ashburton, I'm good. Auntie Jenny's here.
That's right.
I'm good. Right. I go Devas. Oh, Sugar Ray's here. Man. I'm good. This is family. I go Doddy. I'm good. And the funny thing is I'm one person. There is a million people from Junction who can tell the same story. That's because your mum, for this borough and for this area, was, bro, a staple, man. And it's funny because it's so funny because people who are younger than me will never get to experience the greatness
Ray and Jenny.
Of Ray and Jenny.
Oh, bro.
Sugar Ray and Jenny.
Mate.
And obviously Sugar Ray's beats his dad, isn't
That's right.
And it's so funny because I always used to say to Beats, and he probably don't remember, you know, but I always say to him, you'll never be like your dad, you know.
Never.
But now it's funny because
they're identical.
Like literally,
the head shape, everything.
The head shape.
I kill him with it.
He's got the
I kill him with it. I kill him with it.
He's even got that little.
I was on the phone to him on the way here, bro. He just has me in stitches, my brother, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, but yeah, bro. Like, obviously the loss of Auntie Jenny and Sugar Ray, is a massive loss, and perseverance. And I just wanted to know, you know, now as an adult and a man who has kids, and I know they would miss your mum and you'll miss your mum. How does it feel? Like it's a different Harvey, bro.
Do
you know what I mean?
This has been do you know, hearing you talk about my mum and Ray like that, that's when I know their job's done, bro.
100%.
I'm just hearing the way you're talking about them. That's the legacy that I knew they would leave behind and the impact they have on people. Prime example, when I buried Ray and I done a speech at the church in Battersea, I said that he was a father to Joel as his son and me as his stepson, but he wasn't just our fathers. He was a father to 1,000.
100%.
And everyone in the church broke down when I said that because they related to what I said, because there's so many. bro, I'll be on road and people come up to me about my mum and Ray and I don't even know who they are. And they'll be like, yo, bro, your mum helped me with this. And I'm like, bro, who are you?
And because you look like your mum so much as well.
I can't hide it.
And obviously, you're her champion.
There you go.
Like, that's my boy.
Come on, you know what my mum was like, give it. I'm an only son.
Only son.
I'm only child syndrome.
Literally, yeah.
It's been so it's been tough. And like,
my dad's the same, man.
Yeah, you know. Oh, come on, bro. Wes, come on. Bro, I can hear your dad's voice, bro.
Yeah.
And all these iconic people, man, like your father, my mother. Yeah, it's tough, bro. I mean, I've learned so much about myself in the last 2 years, bro. Like, or year and a half since mum's passed. Like, I didn't know when you lose your mum, bro, it's like your DNA, half of your DNA just being ripped out your soul, bro. Like, you can't describe it. Like, sometimes I go to do things like just pick up the phone and call my mum. Or the fact that every time my mum, every country I landed in the world, I'd always text my mum, I'm here safe. From the beginning of So Solid to me being in my 40s.
Yeah.
My mum's still calling me going, how was the show? FaceTiming all the boys, you know what I mean? The things that I can't do no more, like as you would know with Pups, like, it's just weird. I think what killed me the other day is that we got T-shirts printed of my mum with the Sierra Leone and the Welsh flag on the back. Bro, my son wears that to bed like his pajamas, bro.
Yeah,
so my man was putting his Batman pajama bottoms, and my daughter, and then wear his nan.
Yeah.
And I think what killed me was this Christmas Day. You know, me and the wife booked like a tree house on the coast for the kids because she knows I can't be at home. The last 2 Christmases, I can't deal with it because of mum. It reminds me of mum.
Yeah, of course.
And I was fine, you know. Bro. Until we was eating breakfast Christmas morning. And my son just looked at me and just went, it was weird. Imagine this, the kitchen thing where we was eating was glass. There was like a sunbeam shining on me. But I was like, it's like my mum shining on me. And I looked at my son, and my son just went, I miss Nan, Dad. Brother, I burst into tears, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Like all the kids was cuddling me, my wife was cuddling me because there's a picture in my front room that I've got of her and Ray. So like, got the big, you know, TV there, and there's a picture that I look at every night. Yeah. And it's my mum and Ray, and it's Ray wrapping my arms around my mum, and my mum's smiling.
Yeah.
I talk to that picture every night.
Yeah.
When I have a tough day, when I have a great day, when I need advice, I speak to that picture, bro, because I can still feel them.
100%.
You know what I mean, innit?
100%.
You know, sometimes even if you move incorrect, you'd be like, oh, my mum or Ray will be happy about that. It's like they're there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the fact that we had, not just, you know, like you said, my mum being my mum, she was a mum to you.
100%.
She was a mum to many. Ray was a dad to many.
All my cousins, everyone would not have a different story to what I would have.
100%.
And we're just one family.
100%.
There's across Battersea. It's so mad because you wouldn't know the story until you speak of them.
That's right.
So I might talk to someone. For example, Shay Lingo.
Yeah.
You know Shay Lingo.
Come on, man.
I talk to Shay Lingo.
I know his dad so well.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
so I'll talk to Shay Lingo, and I might just say something like, "Yeah, man," because then Ray, then he'll be like, "Ray,
yep,
Sugar Ray," like, yeah.
See,
and he'll be like, "Bro,"
crazy.
And he'll have a story that will just blow my mind, and then remind me of, yeah, man, this is a great person. This is the person that I remember. And this is the person that taught me behavior.
Come on.
This is the person that taught me, do you know what? This is one of the people that definitely taught me, Sash, do you know what? If you've got something and you can give something, you give something.
100%.
If you can help little kids, if you can help
100%.
them, you have to help them. If you can, and another thing it taught me is respect. I wouldn't dream. I wouldn't even go and misbehave in Devas now.
Yep.
Because just in case Ray was watching me.
I know.
Let alone back then. I wouldn't dream of going and being rude to you.
Look at the templates, bro. Yeah. Look at the templates of teaching. These templates have been passed down, bro. So I think exactly the same as that.
100%.
You think like that. So like what I'm saying is, if you call me, not just that you're my cousin too, and you call me, that's how we've been taught, bro.
100%.
You look after your own.
Yeah.
So my mum wouldn't be going to my mum wouldn't be going, oh son, you're doing that now, you're over there. No, you gotta look after your people. That's our people. So if I go in my house, I'm going to do something for Fatch. My wife's like, that's family. That's his family. That's Auntie Maxine. There's a legacy behind that. Yeah. Like, you get in your car and you drive that hour and a half by car. That's my people then. Yeah. I don't know. We ain't been raised like that. I always say, it always confuses me. I'm going to, like, going back to the point. When they say about artists, like, I don't know, from East London or North London, I was like, that one went there and shut up a man's mum's house and I don't, you know, like weird stories. I'm like, let that happen in Battersea. I like, let that happen. That's not happening, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Like, maybe I don't know.
You have to be an external person of the area.
You gotta be really external to do that because
you're not from
because
here.
bro, just know, that's gonna be linked to someone's brother, cousin, mother, auntie.
Yeah.
Like I said, quality control. You know, we won't mention the incidents, but we've had incidents where certain things have happened and you've seen them on the block making sure that situation don't happen.
Yeah, of course.
We've had internal incidents, because I always say we're one family where, all right, cool, you might be vexed with that guy, but you ain't gonna stab him and you ain't gonna shoot him. If you don't wanna have it out, cool. But then it's done after that. Because we ain't acting like them on the outside. You lot ain't gonna like fall out over stripping us, like whatever it is, whether it's a girl, a bag of blood clot weed, whatever it is. It's in the long run.
This is junction.
It's not worth it. This is junction.
But do you know what? But do you know what?
This is Clapham Junction.
I think if I be honest with you, and like I said earlier, that mindset and that attitude is slowly being filtered out of junction.
And it's sad.
Junction is a place like. Nah, I would hear about stories from other places, and a man will be like, "Do you reckon that could happen?" I'm like, "Nah, not in Junction,
but
bro.
They don't understand,
do
do
they?
they?
Happen, bro." And man will be like, "Why though? Why?" And I'm just like, "You know what it is? I just think there's the community. My dad knows the whole, bro. My dad knows everyone's parents.
Bro.
Everyone's parents knows I'm my dad's youth.
And get away with it
Then
how?
they got kids as well.
There you go.
Yeah,
And
do you know
get
what I
away
mean?
with what?
Yeah.
You know, all these things like, of course, listen, people have differences. Like, there's loads of men I've grown up with that I be watching with. I've had fights with them growing up.
Yeah.
That made me laugh. I got to my mum's funeral and I went, I've had a tear up with about 8 guys in here. Yeah? And they've all come to pay respect to my mum.
Yeah.
And I love the fact.
Yeah.
Yeah? And I won't even say a man's name because I'd like that. A Brixton man messaged me on Instagram and said to me, I respected your mum so much, but because I've got an issue with someone at your mum's funeral, respectfully because of you, the respect I got for you, I didn't come, and I'm so sorry I couldn't come because I wanted to pay respect for your mum. And I had to go, I have to respect this message.
Yeah, of course.
Because Amanda said that because he's got a difference with someone that's at the funeral,
of course.
he knows you can't bring that energy to my mum's funeral because you're going to get crushed in there because this building's about love and her legacy and peace. And you don't behave like that at a funeral. But the fact I had to respect the message so much, the fact that my mum's impacted this person so much, he had to message me. And he's from that side.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And I had to go, I messaged the man back and I said, yo, I respect that. And I said, blessings to you and I wish you well. That within itself was the impact of Ray and Jenny. You know what I mean? Because I remember when my mum used to like see all the other, you know, you'd get the other bad boys come down to the area, try come to Dodderton looking for man. You know, in the old days, my mum would be like, you ain't coming near my junction.
Yeah, of course.
You know, Ray
Ray
would run you out. Hey, family, go back to your ends, bruv. You ain't touching none of these. Am I lying about this? Yeah, fact, yeah. Ray, and this is reality. A man could have beef with another man, pull out a gun, and if Ray steps in front of you,
you're not on it. Yeah, you gotta let it go.
And that actually happened, and is that not the truth? That's how powerful Ray's is. A man would be like, Ray, move out of the way. Ray's like, I'm not moving.
Yeah, you gotta allow that.
You're gonna throw away your life in a decision that is 10 seconds.
You could be crying, anything.
10 seconds. Yeah. Imagine 10 seconds,
100%.
can determine your whole fucking life. That's crazy, isn't it? That one movement, bang, bang, can change your whole life. And we've all seen these things within our peers, what we've been for ourselves. 10 seconds of your life. I remember a man used to say that to me. Ray used to say that to me. Junior, you can end your whole life in 10 seconds. I walked around with that all my life. That's when I learned to get older, because I'm a Taurus. We're reactional, terrible tempers. So as soon as you push us, once we're gone, we lick down everything. Ray taught me how to control my emotion. If I'm going to go out into the working world and be Harvey and work for national radio stations, and you can't just fly off the handle with every bad decision. Do you understand? That's how I learned to be Harvey and be a happy, positive guy. I make people feel good and control my emotion. Just because a man says no or thing, he ain't trying to disrespect you. It's just business.
Yeah, of course.
But what it is, we come from an environment where everything is all we know is confrontation.
Ego, it's very
and ego and disrespect.
Personal. Everything's personal.
Everything we take to heart. But not everything's there to be taken to heart, bro. Do you understand?
That's something I've had to learn in this industry.
Bro, we've all learned to do it. So prime example, like, I've been in rooms with powerful people, bro. Either I might be sitting in a room with someone from Apple, or I might be sitting with my lawyer, or I might be sitting with the Jewish community or good friends, my management. they would always say to me, like, you can't hold emotion in business. That's what my Albert Samuel said to me. The so-solid manager, my manager, says, you lot are too emotional within business. Stop holding emotion in business. It is just business.
Yeah.
And when I learned that, when I learned that, I went, and like I said, that was Albert and Dave Samuels, great human beings, raised by Jewish culture, but just, what they taught me a lot, man. They taught me a lot.
Do you know why that's so so prominent to hear as well? And for me, is because I've come to a place now where, and it's funny because, you know, Storms used to say it to me a lot.
Yeah, that's bro again.
Yeah, Storms was always say to me, he always used to say, Fatch, that bear these things, trust me, like, it's not even a personal thing, you know? And I used to think, no, what are you talking about? Of course it's a personal thing. This is, because, you know, man's full of heart.
That's right.
So everything's heart.
Yep.
And then once I realised, bro, this thing is just business.
Literally,
you know?
bro.
Now I don't take anything personal and nothing bothers me.
Yeah.
And it makes me be able to navigate this world and this business and this space way easier.
Make your life a lot easier,
do you know what I mean?
bro.
Like, even in regards to like some of the stuff that's going on the internet, I'm just, although there's some things that definitely will be, I still one day I'll be able to get around it. One day I'll be able to get over it, but there's still some things that I'm like, oh, okay, I just see this is just business.
Yep.
This is what you're just doing, business.
That's right.
So, you know, the man who does business as business, and the man who does business emotionally, the emotional man will always lose.
Oh, always.
Yeah, always lose. And a lot of people don't get that. They don't understand it. But they will always
You're
lose.
laying your cards on the table.
100%.
If a man can navigate and dictate your emotion, that's what he's gonna play on.
100%.
Do you understand? So I realised, like, when they used to say a key, silence is golden. It always throws people, because I'm very good at business and I'm very good in them rooms, and it always throws people because they know my character. Like, I'd go to a man, he'd say something, and I'd look at the man, I'd go to a man, no problem. It throws them. Because I ain't give you no cards, you don't know how to handle that no problem. I'm saying no problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
That's 50 would say, no problem.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm just saying no problem.
Yeah.
But what it is because I'm not giving you the template of my emotion. And number one, it hasn't bothered me, so it's no problem. Do you understand? It's cool. It's business. Not everyone's going to say yes when you go into a room.
100%.
Do you understand? I think once you get over that hurdle, especially when you're in politics remember, I've worked at the top. I'm still working at the top. I deal with the big TV channels, the big radio networks. And like I said, there's always someone in the building you're not going to like. That's the working environment.
That's how it goes,
People go to work every day in an office of 30 people. Do you like all 30 people? It's impossible. Do you understand? So once I learned that, and that's years of experience. That's why people look at me and they respect the journey, they respect the path. But you don't learn these things like that. It don't come overnight. It comes with experience, and time.
Yeah.
And we're going to go back to that word again. Perseverance.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Because you have to persevere through everything, and that's something that you kind of just led me onto, right? Because being a part of one of the most prominent crews of all time in UK culture, right? And then things change. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
You don't stay on top forever.
Not at all.
You know what I mean? So how it, as much as like we just spoke about, you was able to persevering through the passing of your mum, Auntie Jenny. Something else I want to say is the perseverance of you going from so solid that are at the top to being so solid that as time goes on, things are going, things are changing, business is changing, money's changing. How did you persevere? How was it for you to persevere through those things?
Well, the biggest change for me and the biggest saviour for me is that I had something that some members of So Solid didn't have. Most members, and they would all admit this.
Character.
I was the character in the TV guy. The TV guy.
Yeah. And you're the leader of the light skin federation.
Of the light.
Clues that ambassador.
I don't know. Clues that
He's the second in
ambassador.
command.
Literally. Just bad yesterday. I woke up in the morning, and I just messaged Clue in the morning. It's over, buddy.
Yeah.
I didn't even say nothing to him. He said, bruv. He said, bruv. That's what I messaged him.
Yeah.
T4, bro.
Yeah.
When I went into the presenting world, so I think it was a bad time. A lot was going on. I think, don't hold me to dates and times, but I think Megs was incarcerated at the time. Ash had just come out of incarceration, and there was a scat these situations going on. There was so much going on for So Solid. The roads was on us. Everyone was against us. The industry was blacklisting us. It was just dispersing, bro. No one was getting on. I barely spoke to any of them man them. I don't want to talk to none of them man them because we was just all clashing. I just needed a break, and I'm sure some of the other members felt the same too.
Yeah,
Just needed a break from each other, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just getting sick of being around you lot now. Do you know what I mean? Because all our paths are different. And like I said, there was a lot going on personally in everyone's life. When I got T4, bruv, that's when it changed. That's when I realised. I said, rah. I don't like the word because I hate the word celebrity, but that's when I realised I've come out of being Harvey, the so solid gangster crew, and all the, the usual stereotypes that being a young black boy that raps.
Yeah.
It's when I realised I was different. When I'd go into like service station and grannies would ask me for my picture.
Yeah.
And the different cultures would be like on me.
Yeah.
Because they didn't look at me as Harvey from So Solid. They looked at me as Harvey from the TV.
From the TV. Yeah.
And when I learned to navigate that golden era of doing all them shows, the celebrity shows, when I done the games, the athletic show, the match, that's when it changed. That's when I learned that you can't put your heart and soul just into music because music's limited. Do you understand? It ain't gonna last forever. There is not one. Wiley said it the other day on a podcast, and I loved when he said it. He said something like, I remember Wiley's very out there when he's talking, but I got me, man, and he was kind of saying, Stormzy's had a great run. And he don't mean that offensively. He's saying that Stormzy's took everything he can take in his prime. Because he's so, man, that's our boy.
Yeah, of course.
He's so on point and he's so realistic of what the game is.
Yeah.
He's like, while I'm hot and while I'm the guy,
get what I'm getting.
you go and take it all.
Yeah,
you get me? Because he knows there's going to be a point where Stormzy's going to be the same. He's going to go on to have kids. Everyone's going to know who he is, just like So Solid. To the point he'll be driving his car. But that's Stormzy, man. He's a part of the industry. He's a big, impactful artist within this genre of this generation. But he realised it just turns out it's just normal life. Do you understand? And then he'll start to do things that he more enjoys. Like now, as you know, I've got the sports agency. I look after footballers. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You know that's my first love. So if someone said to you, well, you know Harvey looks after footballers, they'd be like, well, that's normal because he was a footballer.
Hand in hand.
That's that's not shocking to you. Like, well, obviously,
I can't imagine you without football.
Right. You know that is actually football's actually 85% of my life.
Of your character.
I probably spend more time at professional stadiums or training grounds than I do at festivals or gigs. Because that's another part of my boat. So I always say to people, you limit your talent, you limit your funds. One thing I've always liked about you, you come from our stock, bro. You do everything. Like, you can be Fenston Barkley. You can be a serious podcaster. People don't even know. You're from the road, bruv. You was in a band.
Of course.
A successful band that done big shows, bro. So what I like with you, you're so comfortable within your skin, that you do what makes you happy.
100%.
And so you should. And that's what I like about your character. You never, even within your organisation, no one can tell Thatch nothing, bro. He'll do what he wants to do. But listen, I love you. But this is what I'm doing. You're very much like me. You're not a bandwagon type dude. You never be that guy. We're shepherds, bruv. We're not sheep.
Yeah, and I think I've been like from a kid as well.
You literally have. No one can tell you nothing, bro. Do you
Yeah.
understand? But that is the mentality, and respectfully, all the boys knowing So Solid, like just the same as Mega is or Romeo is, same, bruv. You can't tell Harvey nothing, bro. Harvey's gonna do what he's gonna do. I'm gonna crack on with or without you. I don't need you to endorse me, or I always go like, I thank the boys in So Solid for the opportunity that we all got given and what we shared together. How can I ever be like, listen, we achieved that together. That is like 10 to 15 man from South London achieved that together. Sharing success with your brethren, that's unheard of. All cutting them checks together.
It's true though.
Man, you got to count your blessings. So even when I think of the boys now, I just think of the positive things of them. Do you know what I mean? Like Mega's set in his ways. That's Mega. Me and his character don't gel all the time because you know what Mega's like. He's stubborn. That's just him. But
you got a bit of Reeps. That's where Reeps gets it from, man.
Him and Reeps are the same. And Swiss, they're all the same.
Do
you know what I mean? But you know what it is? We respect each other for like who we are and what we've achieved. Like I said, you're not gonna.
I respect them because I respect them because of who they are, and I know they're 100%. Always going to stand on what they've
100%.
And that is a thing that means whether I get it or not, whether I like it or not, you're still going to do 100%. You, and I respect that. You know what I mean?
Bro, one thing, just man, there's a thing, right, like I said to you, like, where me and Megs, we'll go at it like loggerheads, but we respect the work ethic. You know what I mean? Like, there was something that happened the other day, just to do business, and me and nigga probably ain't spoke for about, no fallout, just life.
Life,
We just ain't spoke for probably about a year and a half since mum's passed. I've been in my zone, you know what I mean? Everyone's just living, parents, wherever it is. And I loved it that a man rang to do something to do with business, but a man knew that Harvey's strong in that field. And Mega went to the man, bro, ring Harvey for that.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? Whereas I would just go like, the same kind of thing, I'd be like, ring Megs for that, because he's strong at that, and he's good at what he does. So we're not haters towards each other, you know what I mean? Not gonna say our character's always gonna gel. But
that's why you've been able to survive.
But they're my brothers. Fortunately, they're my brothers I can't get rid of. Just like you lot, innit?
Yeah,
whether you like them or not, I'm like, for fuck's sake, man.
Yeah, trust me.
You know
and it's getting to that age now where it's like, bruv, fuck you.
Like, I just tell the man now, bruv, shut up, man, you're pissing me off. And I'll be like, you're doing my head in. But we're brothers, we love each other. And we can talk. If you can't talk to your friend, if you can't turn around to me and go to me like, Harvey, I don't like that song, I shouldn't take offense to you saying that to me, because I know it comes from a place of love.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, you're not gonna like everything I do, bro. I'm not gonna like everything you do.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Ask Clue. I would reason with Clue about his podcast, talk about the things I do love. And the things I don't like.
The things you don't.
And he'll tell you straight.
Yeah.
Clue always goes like, bro, why do you always only like the sports things that I talk about when I'm talking positive? And I'll be like, because that's me.
Yeah.
I ain't pressing like, you're my brother, but I ain't pressing like or no passer with you and another guy. But you're my brother, and I still love you. But I am not pressing that like heart, because that is not my daily.
You're not playing in that game.
I don't play that game.
And I'm not really.
That's you.
I'm not really on that either.
Yeah.
To be fair, but do you know what?
I support the banter all day.
There you go.
I support it all day.
And that's where it is. I realised.
Yeah.
You know, like, life is like sometimes you watch a film, and when you watch a film, you like that bit, but there's a boring bit you don't like. Or there's a bit that the character does something and you're like, I don't like that you did that. But you still like the whole film.
But you
and that's what it is. With Clue, I just think there's parts of what you're doing that I don't like. I didn't like that bit. But you know what? Like I said to you earlier, I like that bit. And also I prefer this for you, or I want this for you, more than I want you to be outside or a man that's in jail or risking their life. I would much rather you be doing that than you're outside risking your life. And that goes for anybody. You know what I mean?
You can't have it both ways, because people are quick, people are quick to discriminate and judge. Especially when you've done Her Majesty's service a few times, That don't make a person. Right, prime example, every person you class as an icon or now as a successful businessman or woman, right, within our industry, worldwide, has been incarcerated. So if you go back to 50 Cent without a success, he'd be known as a gangbanger, got shot 9 times, and there'd be a stereotype on him, innit? But now, 50's cool now,
the guy,
because he sold millions of records, and he's a safe guy, and he now got his own TV networks, successful TV shows. Now it's cool. Now he's cool. So when's it not cool? Make your mind up, because we all make mistakes. Do you understand?
100%.
Like me, I've been jailed for being irresponsible and taking the police on a high-speed chase through London. I made a decision that day. I had to learn the hard way. Do you know what I mean? So we have to be accountable for our decisions, but don't judge a man that is trying to do good, because Clue's my brother, and I've seen him in my whole lifetime. I can't even count the amount of times I've seen him, not seen him. Where's Clue? Back in. Again. And ask him. He'll come out, I'll moan at him. Made this your last time, bruv. All right, bruv, all right. But now a man's changed his life around, doing good things, feeding his family.
100%.
So what would we rather him be incarcerated in gang wars and be dead?
That would make me proud.
Make your mind up, man. Make your mind up.
You know
Make
what I'm
your
saying?
mind up. Yeah.
So, something I want to ask you, is there was 2 things I want to ask you. So, as a dad, what does a perfect day look like for you now as a dad? Because I know you're still working, you're still grinding. You're still, and like, as we were saying earlier, bro, you move like you're 25. so because of that, and you're kicking ball, everything.
I know, it's crazy.
What does a perfect day look like for you now as a dad?
So
how old's your oldest? Your oldest is
18 next month. Yeah. Right.
And then your youngest is
2.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So both spectrums,
yeah.
So this is like, prime example, Forget today, I'll just give you like my week. So you got to think to yourself. I'm doing radio currently now. So you'd finish your radio show. So this is how my whole week. I can tell you my week now. Sundays, both my kids play football.
Okay.
So mornings, me and the wife are like, who's taking son, who's taking daughter, because they both play. So that is the morning. Then it'll be like, okay, we've got dad until about 1, 2 o'clock, because dad's then got to leave to go to Radio 1 to work. you got to understand, that whole week building up to Radio 1, I'm on the phone, I'm doing Teams calls with my producer because we've got to talk about the theme for the week.
Yeah.
What type of show we're going to deliver.
Yeah.
So it's always meetings back and forth with Ray Paul.
That's cold, by the way.
Yeah, thank you, brother. So you'll be doing that. On top of that, I've then got to check on my players, that are playing, that I look after.
Yeah.
You know, they might have a bad week, they might not be playing, they might have certain issues at the club. I've got to make sure that's all running cool. So I've got to speak to managers. On top of that, I've then got to do school run. I've then got to do after school club. My daughter does, you know, dance club. My son plays football. Bruv, this is a classic. I've never heard. My son does fencing, bro.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Bro,
Yeah. I
like,
met someone the other day. And
right, you know.
their daughter does
so
fencing,
that is my life. So my life is actually literally who I am. Music, children,
football.
That's of who I am.
Yeah.
On top of that, you know, this job's uncompromising. Then you got to. How many shows are we doing a year? You know how it goes. I'm averaging 70 to 80 shows in a year. So imagine, you know, you go and do a show a Saturday night, as you know. In fact, you've been on the road with us.
Yeah, of course.
You do a show Saturday night, you get home 5 o'clock in the morning. The kids are up in 3 hours, bro.
Yeah.
It's not like I can just lie in bed because the missus can't do it all by herself.
Yeah, of course.
So that is my life, bro. It's navigating my children and it's navigating my career. But, you know, I've got a great woman behind me, bro. We're a team. We're a team. You know, all the relationships that I've been in previously, you've seen I've had a colourful life with relationships. But I was a young man.
Yeah, of course.
And you're going to make mistakes. And who prepares someone to have that amount of women coming at them, bro, as a young man?
Yeah.
I'm sure Storms will tell you now, do you know what I mean? Like, it's funny because I told Storms, when he first worked with me in Asher, just before when he had Where Do They Know Me From out, and he didn't know what was coming, and I knew what was coming to him, yeah? And it's funny, I seen him like 2 years later, right? And he went, oh, bruv, he's like, you're right. I said, Storms. He went, I said, ain't so easy being the man, is it? Because now, you know, it feels like all that pressure. Imagine waking up, Thatch, in the morning, yeah? The industry's against you, the government's against you, and the roads are against you. All you have is your real loved ones and your family. Imagine when people go talk about mental health.
Yeah, of course.
And they use it now. Remember, we didn't have all these outlets to have like someone like taking care of our wellness, making sure that we're all right. Understanding that
there was just bare things you didn't have in general. You might not have even. The thing is, these days, you can kind of see things transpire on the internet. Back then, you might have just got a surprise that man was even on you. You might have just went to an area and just been normal. Da.
That used to happen to me all the time.
Yeah, and the man just started just raw. What's going on?
I remember being in Leicester. Sorry to cut you. He was in Leicester. I'm on stage in Leicester, yeah? Neutrino. Never forget this. We're on stage. And 4 youths just run up to the stage, bruv. Like, and they're going like this. But like, gun fingers and everything at us, bruv. Me and Neutrino like, what the hell is going on here? Don't know these youths from Adam. Yeah? But they've got acklings with one of the man them, innit?
Yeah.
But not Russ, but association, affiliation, association, whatever it is. I'm so solid. It don't matter if I'm not in beef with that man. I'm picking up your beef. You know how it goes, isn't it, bro?
And they want trouble with you extra.
And they want trouble with me, innit?
Extra because you're Harvey.
There you go.
Like, I want to give
and I'm
you
the
extra
light skin one
problems.
too. Come on, the light skin ones always get targeted.
Yeah.
Story of my life.
Do you know what's funny? When you spoke about the girl thing just now, it just reminded me of when I was 16. Smirks and that, they took me to Ayanapa.
Yeah.
This is when I was 16.
Yeah.
And me, Slice, I can't remember who else. I think Ross. I don't know if you know Ross, but they took us as kids, yeah. And we was the youngest on the island, like the youngest there.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget Romeo came and he said, this would be 2005?
Yeah.
2005, I think. And Romeo came and he said to some girls, I'll never forget it, you know. He said, he gave me a chain and he said, yeah, this is my little brother, yeah. And I'll never forget, these girls, oh my God, swarmed me. Swarmed me. Can we take pictures? Wanted to kiss me.
Bro.
Took pictures kissing me. I don't know where these pictures are now, but I know there's a little fat kid smiling.
Literally like, of course. Lap it up, yes. This is right. When like, you was in jail, yeah?
It was mad.
Did them not tell you when they all come IB for to lick me?
Of course.
So imagine this, right? So different, right? So imagine this. Different stayed, bruv, different lived in my hotel with me, bro, yeah? So we're in IB for, right? One day, the night of the rave, when I'm performing, yeah, this like all the mandems flying over, right? Yeah. So I've laughed, yeah. So like I'm in Ibiza, I work with some heavy guys over there. So that Harvey, like, there's 30 guys outside, and they're all saying they're your family, like this. He went, they're from Battersea, South London.
Oh yeah.
And I went, They are my family.
Yeah.
Bruv, the man was doing, you know when they click people into race, when they press the clicker?
Yeah.
It never stopped. He was like, Harvey, how much people?
Yeah, of course.
Smirks.
Yeah.
Smirks' brother.
Sneaks.
Yeah, Sneaks. All of them.
I remember seeing pictures of that.
Yeah. I took these to a beach, right, called Blue Marlin. Now, Blue Marlin is a high-level beach club. You just get, you ask Differ's been over me, you get Real Madrid. Me and Differ was on Blue Marlin. You got the Real Madrid team sitting next to us.
Yeah.
Bare footballers popping bottles.
Yeah.
I took all the youngers there at the time. Our Smirks this, yeah? And it was a nice day, bruv. And them lot was like, oh, this is the life. I said, yeah. I said, you lot enjoy yourself. Them lot drunk. They got mash up.
Yeah,
they left me with about a £5 bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bruv, but bruv, do you know what?
Yeah.
That money means nothing when it comes to the memories and the happiness. And that's my point.
Yeah.
Because I always remember like walking one time, I was in Battersea and Smirks went to me, I'll never forget that, bro.
Of course they would.
And do you know what it is? It's about the creating the memories. See, money comes and goes, bro.
Yeah.
That means nothing. I was looking at them, just watching them all happy because I was sitting on the beach with Beats. There was about 25, 30 man, and I went, the fact that none of them was worrying about getting stabbed, shot, paranoid.
Of course,
you started to see all the youths, them's natural characters, who they are. And they all had me in stitches. They was laughing, cracking joke, cussing. And I said, this is how we're meant to live, man. We're meant to celebrate each other, you know?
Do you know why that's so mad, what you just said, though? Because you said when Smirk sees you, Smirk says, I remember that.
Yeah.
Whenever I see Romeo, it's the same.
Right.
I remember that. And
Love
at
Smirk,
the time,
man.
To him, that was free. That didn't cost anything.
No.
But to me, that aligned my as a youth. Let's just say Romeo had a cousin.
Yeah.
And I troubled him.
Yeah.
And the man said, I'm Romeo's cousin. Nah, your family, forget that.
Come
They'll
on.
die forever.
Come on.
But people don't understand, and Slice always used to say this to me. And when I was younger, I didn't realise it. But now I'm older and I have youngers, I realise it.
Yeah.
And he always used to say, FEAT, people, he says when we was young, he always used to say, young people don't forget how you treat them when they're young. They don't forget, you know.
Bro.
And he always used to say that to me. And I always think, what are you talking about? But now I understand. When you're young and someone does something for you or they does something to you, you remember both.
Yeah, of course
and you remember them vividly.
Of course you do.
So it's like now, see little youths anywhere. If I'm in East and I see two little youths and they're in the shop, they ain't got money, I just buy the thing. If I see youths and they need, you need this, just take it. It's cool. Because you know what? It doesn't cost me nothing and it saved you from doing something and you'll never forget it. Do you know what I'm saying? So
you see that point that you just said there? So where I live, up in the sticks, you've got a massive traveller community. So there's a certain point you go down the road and they're on it, the travellers, you know what I mean?
Of course.
And they're good lads, right? My missus would walk down the road with the kids, be in a pub with the kids' food, and the man would just walk up, go, hi, traveller walk up to my missus, like, you're right, I'll pay for that for the kids, here's drink for the kids. Because it'd be like, it's the way Harvey treats us.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Like, he's a stand-up real guy. And that same kind of thing, he's integrated with us. He's like one of our brothers. So if they see
like that as well.
If they see, you know, travellers like, they're real people, bro.
Proper,
they're good
they're
people.
Honourable.
So they're honourable.
If they
So when they see that, so my missus, she'll go out to a pub with some of the mums from school. She'll be like, I ain't paid for nothing.
Yeah.
All like the traveller guys in there just paid for everything.
Yeah.
Because they see, oh, it's Harvey's missus. Like, no, we take care of that.
Yeah, of course.
Just because they don't forget how I treat them. You know what I mean? Because we come from a community, and in our community, you have to help. You have to give back. It's important.
They have a strong sense of community, but they also have I mean, these days, I was talking about this yesterday, but it's like, it's difficult for a masculine man, or what's deemed as masculine man, to be a masculine man, but they have a strong sense of masculinity.
Oh, 100%.
As in, you can't be in their you can't be in their culture and be like a weakling, or you're not providing, or you're doing nonsense. They don't really, like, if you're not part of their community, they will violate
literally
you, but if you're part of their community, they definitely try and grow you as a person. Like, bro, you better fight. What do you mean you didn't fight?
There you go.
What do you mean your brother had a fight?
But look how they sort out a tear up, though. Like, bro, imagine this. This is how normal it is. I'll be in the gym with one of my traveller brethren, and he'd be like, bro, he'd be like, I got a fight at 1 o'clock. Don't get on with this family, but we just got to have a fight and then it's done. And I'm like, I love that.
Have a tear up.
I went to a pub, bro. It was the funniest thing last year. Like, big traveller family, bro, right? And then I walked in the pub with my family, and then like, I've seen like the dad, and then the son's sitting there, but the son's nose like blood everywhere. So I'm like, but bruv, he's eating his food normal, comfortable. So I'm like, and then he goes to me, look, with the blood in his nose, with the tissue in his nose now, watch him. Harvey, come here. look, man, this was an hour ago. Me and this
Showing you the
lad
fight.
didn't get on. Look. And I said, you lot are mad, you know.
Yeah.
But you know what I like? No one's dead.
Yeah, that's it.
Because you know what the guy said to me, the dad said to me, right, this house, we don't do all that. There's no need to kill each other, yeah? Like, sort it out, have a scrap, we move forward. We don't need to be looking at any, come on, the mental trauma that we've seen within our lifetime, like, Patch, how many friends have we got in the ground, bro?
Yeah, of course.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
The trauma, like, people don't even know. And what I like about you when you do your podcast, you don't glorify nothing. You don't even go into them situations. And I'm turning around and saying, this is a man that's been through shit. Yeah? And you're always smiling.
Yeah.
And I remember, I know what you've been through. And you don't, do you know what I like about you? You don't glorify none of these things. You don't talk about them. You're always delivering positivity to people. And that shows a lot about you as a man and as a human being. Because you know when you've got that trauma, you got a right to maybe walk around angry one day or be a bit hard done by. Why did you give me that path, God? But you know about you don't blame people and you don't hold your life in blame. You move forward. Certain things are meant to be left in the past, isn't it?
100%.
That's why it's called the past.
The past, yeah.
I ain't trying to like remember when I got stabbed or remember that night that, like I said to you, 8 brothers tried to roll up. Like, well, I don't want to remember these memories and we had to fight this and I got hit with a champagne. Well, I don't want to remember that. I don't want to remember that stuff, bro. I'm a 46-year-old man. I'm a father. I'm Harvey. Do you understand? When I walk past gangs of youths now, they're like, yes, big man. You know what I mean? They look at my older man, innit?
Yeah.
They're like, I walk into a shop, any area. I was driving through Lewisham the other day, like this. And then you see people like, I was with one geeky guy that I do business with. Oh, is it safe to get out of here, man? There's a load of boys outside the shop. Bruv, get out of the car.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
I ain't hiding from my people, bro.
Yeah.
I said to him, get out of the car.
And they don't even watch you like that. You're fair and someone.
They don't trouble you, bro. They used to looked at me, bro. Some of them even had bellies on. I couldn't even see their eyes.
A lot of people don't. What a lot of people don't understand is them youths, which is sad. Yeah, is they're looking for youths that look like them, bro. What you look like to them is you're probably safer with them from the real weirdos. If the real weirdos done you something, these men will probably save you.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I said to the man, get out of the car, and he went, oh, the love you get from people. But I said, people know what I come from. They know, as long as you like, not around here, we don't go into our community and start giving it Charlie, but look at me and all that. You do that, you get found out.
Yeah,
you get come unstuck.
100%.
Do you understand? But my community, I've never in my whole life, have ever felt any intimidation or fuckery from my community. There's a couple of men I've got around here that I don't like. And that's just the cycle of the ends. I'm not gonna like everyone in the ends. You know what I mean? Like a couple of men, you're a little hater, but that's life, isn't it? But you stay over there, I stay over there. I don't need to say nothing to you.
Yeah. And that's one thing. That's one thing that I always see now, looking from the outside, right? That So Solid and you lot got bare haters, man.
Oh, it was a joke,
There's a bunch of youths there's and I always say to Amari, you know, because it's an age group thing, you know.
Yeah,
because that hate doesn't exist in my era, you know. It don't exist in my era because bare man in my era understand they can get it too.
Yeah.
Whereas in you lot's era, it's like you man made it and bare man just thought, nah, man, that's why he always got something to say. And every person that I see that's got something to say is always some dry, crispy, washed out who's done nothing.
Who's done fuck all.
And their badge of honor is I'm a bad man.
There you go.
I done this thing, bro. No one cares, bro. And the thing is, no one cares first of all, but also, what does it mean?
What it means? Fuck all.
Can I package that and sell it?
No, you can't.
What did you teach anybody?
Yeah, there you go.
No one whose life did you change?
You got a
you done nothing.
You got a title.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, but you had a title back then even.
Yeah, that's right.
But there's some new little bad you that will bust your ass.
They don't care.
Yeah. Literally. So it doesn't mean anything. You didn't even change their life.
Do you know when I knew that we are not bad? When I went to South Africa, bro.
Yeah. I can imagine. Yeah.
See, when I went Cape Town, bro.
Yeah.
I was doing Celebrity Fear Factor, yeah? And you know me, I come out the hotel, I had 2 armed gunmen looking after me, yeah? And I said to them, take me to a tour of South Africa, man. I want to stay with these people. Take me to the hotel. Come on, I want to see South Africa.
Yeah, I want to see what I go on.
You get me? So they took me out, these guys. They took me shooting in the mountains and that. And then at night time, they're driving me back to the hotel. Wicked guy, bruv. And it's so normal, bruv. You're sitting in the car with these 2 guys, bruv, and they just got the mash on their leg like that. And these are proper legalised mashes too.
Course,
so they will do damage. You know what I mean?
Proper.
And then I'm in there, and the next, Fat Chair, I'm like, why do you keep busting all the traffic lights? I'm confused. They're like doing like 100, phew, busting traffic lights. I'm going to the...
Oh, because they're not allowed to stop. If they stop, they're going to get moved to.
Stop at a traffic light, bro, in South Africa at night time. you could get pulled out your car, murdered, like, because the gangs wait at the traffic lights to stick people.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But it's that bad.
Yeah.
And I went, hold on a minute. We're there complaining about going to an estate that we have to watch out, but we can keep away from that estate.
Of course,
This is daily.
This is daily,
This is
just
daily.
to survive,
and when I was over there, I said, these are real gangsters, bro. Like, a man said to me one time, you can't drive down that road because they will just stab you up for no reason. For no reason.
Yeah, it's
I
mad.
said, like, he identified it as the stabbing street. Like, I said,
yeah, that's mad.
what the fuck? I said, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's
Do you
mad.
understand?
Yeah.
So when I went to South Africa, that's when I was like, rah. You have to, bruv, one of the cameramen got robbed, going to the shop.
Yeah.
Walking across the road.
They didn't even make it.
They don't, it didn't, like, I was like, wow, we was on a high alert by the TV company, like, you lot got to stay in your hotels.
It sounds, you know what?
I was like, this is wild.
I've always heard this about South Africa as well, and it sounds like, because other African countries, there's a money hierarchy in it, as in like, you can pay and get police can be your, and they'll look after you,
There you go.
And it just turns into a thing of like, well, who's paid the more money or who's got the better
There
link.
you go. There you go.
But South Africa sounds like, from what I've heard, it just sounds like it's unruly.
Ah,
it doesn't matter who's backing you. We will rob you.
Yeah, bro.
And these men are gonna have to kill us because we're gonna kill you.
Yeah,
man.
it's that bad.
And that's what it is. Yeah. And that's what it's always. But then, I mean, we are painting a bad thing of South Africa.
No.
I've heard South Africa's beautiful.
No, I'm gonna be real. I'm
Yeah.
talking about, listen, Cape Town, Tabletop Mountain where I stayed, the waterfront. No, it's proper. Like, it's like anywhere. It's like anywhere. But what it was realizing their reality of daily danger. I'm more focusing on was like, I was like, no, this is real because you got to be fully on point. I've got South African friends. Most of the wealthy people in South Africa have to live in gated communities. with the security for the complex. Because it's that dangerous.
Yeah.
So if you got money, I got a parent that goes to my children's school. She was like, educate me. I was like, whoa. It's like, no. When the kids here, you got to keep it moving. We got to have security with us. I was like, and we complain. But bruv, we can sit here, right, and go, I'm broke here. Let me just go to the job centre.
Yeah, of course.
And they give me, I don't know what it is now, about 80 quid every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You could be like, well, I'm not getting support. And they could go to Universal Credit. Go and find them things in them countries, bro.
Yeah. If you ain't got nothing, you ain't got nothing. You're burst.
We could, like I said now, we could have an incident right now and walk straight into the hospital for free.
Yeah.
Brother, when I got stabbed, bruv, in Cyprus, bruv, they was like, before we stitch this brother up, bruv, who's got the peas, bruv?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Get me?
Can you imagine?
Who's got the peas? I'm paying for my life, bro.
Yeah.
Thank God for Romeo and Dan the man, bruv. Them man that brought money from the raven, like, yo, we got the peas, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is.
Do you understand?
Crazy.
So
yeah.
you understand certain. As we moan a lot about this. Listen, I think the world in general is in a bad state, but take yourself out of the United Kingdom, and the infrastructure, even though like things are overpriced and thing, and you realise, bruv, you get straight back on the plane back home. Just for the protection that you've got of little things that you can get to protect you, like the hospitals, the insurance.
Yeah.
Some places there, bruv, they are not putting a stitch in you, bruv. You could be like dying, 6 shots at you, You're like, where's your money?
Sorry, yeah. Well, show me the cash.
Show me the cash. So
show me the cash.
You got to be very thankful, brother, of like certain elements, man. Like we've seen a life. Fact,
100%.
Thank God. So whenever the big man decides to take us, at least we've seen a life, bro.
Yeah, at least we've had.
You know what I mean? Some of our dear friends didn't even get to see a life.
That's fact, you know.
You know what I mean? So much trauma.
Young ones, old ones. Yeah, trust me.
Unbelievable.
Because this is another thing. People think with age that you've seen a life. Some people never left the ends.
That's right.
They was born here and they died here.
Yeah.
You know.
Isn't that a mad thought?
Mad.
Isn't that crazy
my
thought?
uncle, I say my uncle, but it's my manager, but I always call him uncle. But he said to me one day, he said, my worst nightmare is to live for 35 years or somewhere in the same place.
Oh, bro, I couldn't even imagine it.
Yeah. He calls me commander. He said, commander.
Yeah.
He said, I don't know, man. He said, that's my worst nightmare, you know?
Anyone's worst nightmare.
Yeah,
It's like being in Groundhog Day, innit?
Yeah,
you just keep going around the block and end up at the same building.
But that's some people's reality.
Yeah, and it's true.
They've never left.
That's right.
They lived here. They grew here. They had their best moments here.
I've seen it with people. Like I've seen it when I've took, people from the ends to certain environments. Yeah, and like the shock on their face, or they don't quite know how to act. I've seen it in my lifetime, and they're like, because they, like I said, they're used to one environment, one way of thinking. You know what I mean? Waking up in this is their reality. But bro, there is so many different realities. The world is a big place, bro.
100%.
Do you understand? And I'm so fortunate And I've blessings to God, man. I've travelled the world, bro.
Same, yeah.
You know, come on, man. Like we've travelled,
I've
haven't we?
travelled the world, and
we've seen people.
Yeah,
We've
I've
seen
performed,
people.
Yeah, like I've
like
seen,
with you,
yeah.
you're so good with people, bro.
Yeah,
But I can't remember who it was. You know, you was doing the band stuff, yeah?
yeah.
I can't remember who come up to me and someone said, it was someone in the industry, they went, he's the nicest guy ever. And someone said to me, but I thought he was really dangerous.
Yeah,
and I went, there's my answer, and I was like,
that's all you can. Yeah, of course, yeah.
Because you know what it is? I say real bad boys don't glorify it.
They don't wear it on their sleeve.
They don't wear it on their sleeve.
Yeah.
Do you understand? My cuz would never ever, like, you got so much manners and respect. You know, like, you wouldn't even talk that stuff to me.
Yeah, of course.
Me and you've
I've
never
had that conversation.
To this now, of us
yeah.
just talking about life, I've never had one form of bad boy conversation. Me and you, we don't conversate on that level.
Literally.
I just know that if I see you doing things, I know that's my cousin. I'm gonna support him. Like, so like my brothers, and do you know what I like? That I've got a relationship with all of you, bro. Like, me and Diffs will make we have a laugh.
Yeah,
with
you
Diffs.
do, 100%. Yeah.
Clue.
Externally of me,
externally,
like, and everyone has their own.
Yeah. Reaps.
Like,
I love that. That boy is manners, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he messaged me the other day, and we're always just laughing. Me and him are always arguing about Liverpool Arsenal because you gooners. Yeah. So we always have
Liverpool's an age thing though. It's because of your age.
There you go. There you go. Do you know what I mean? And even now to say, rah, like, even when I've seen that Ian Wright supporting you, and I think now that I can just go on my phone now and just text John Barnes.
That's
like,
crazy.
That's like my uncle, innit?
Yeah, that's mad.
Like, he's like my uncle. He's always moaning at me because he's always giving me Liverpool tickets. Harvey, why you always asking me for like 9 tickets? Why can't you be a normal person and ask for 3? Like, my whole WhatsApp is John Barnes cussing me out, bruv. Like, because he's real. And he's a Jamaican man, and Ian Wright, Jamaican men that we looked up to. Icons,
100%
man.
icons, yeah.
And I can just text him now, and he loves it. He gets mad, John Barnes. I always call him uncle.
But you know what's mad, yeah, is that that caliber of that generation, there's a bunch of them that just mean a lot to us.
Oh, bro, man.
And they, when I spoke to Ian Wright, it was literally like talking to Sugar Ray.
Bro, literally.
It's literally like talking to someone who you've grown up with.
Literally.
Who could, if someone came in there now, I just met Ian Wright today. If someone came in there and there was an issue and I was getting mad and Ian Wright said, yo, just calm.
Yeah, you calm, bro.
I hear you still.
Yeah.
And it's mad that I've grown with that.
That's
I got
right.
that. That's still your uncle.
So imagine what that means, shows that you're an Arsenal fan, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm a Liverpool fan. We're talking to our heroes, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even clock that. Yeah, John Barnes and Ian Wright. Yeah,
right, do you understand? We're talking to our heroes.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I went for dinner with John Barnes in Liverpool, yeah? And he went to me something like, my kids or my nieces don't believe I know you. I turned around and I said, Johnny, you're taking the piss.
That's mad, isn't it? Yeah.
That you don't know, that you know me. Like, bro, I'm living out my Panini book right now, bro. Remember Panini books, bro?
Nah.
That's a Panini books.
Oh, yeah, of course.
The stickers.
Yeah, the stickers.
Yeah, and it would match up to the player and you stick it in the book.
Yeah, of course.
So I always...
come on, man.
Yeah, come on.
And Merlin, it was Merlin. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course I remember.
Because you know what? Your generation was Merlin.
Yeah, Merlin. Yeah,
that's right. So for me to go, he always laughs, John Barnes. I'd be like, bruv, I'm living out my Panini book. He's like Harvey, piss off. Like this.
Yeah.
And it's weird when I go to Liverpool, because I'm an ambassador for the club, and I go there and I see people like Ian Rush and that, and it's, I'm in hospitality, and they're like, "You're right, Harvey," and I'm like,
"It's mad.
This is mad.
Yeah, it's mad.
These are like,
it's mad.
These are like legends.
Yeah,
Sammy Hippier and people like that. They're my friends, bro.
Yeah.
Martin Skirtle's my friend.
Yeah, that's
you know what
crazy,
I mean? We just chat on a normal one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. So
that's life, man.
Yeah, it's life.
But that's life. That blessings be to God. That's life for you. That's life for me.
That's right.
Because I do think this all the time. I don't judge people who haven't got to a certain place within their mind yet, because I always think I'm lucky.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm better. I think I'm lucky.
That's correct.
And it's a different thing.
It's a different thing.
Yeah, because sometimes I look at people and I see the stuff they're doing, the moves they're making, and I'm like, bro, you're unlucky, man. Because if you was lucky, you would understand that that's nonsense. And even the stuff they're saying,
innit? The thing is, you know the outcome of it, bro.
Yeah.
And I think it's hard. It's called hindsight, innit? Like, when you've been through something, you can see what's coming for a man, innit?
100%.
And what it is, you're trying to I always go, if I can give someone a bit of knowledge and advice and I can save you from that problem, I've done my job, innit?
Yeah, of course.
But then you can't also talk to a man that don't want to listen.
Don't listen.
Because, you know,
Waste your time.
we got some people in our lives that we come across that is hard of hearing, innit?
100%.
Hard of hearing. I remember I spoke to a female artist, yeah? And I went, and like I said, I won't say her name. She was a good friend, a young artist, done well. And I went, this is where you've got it wrong, young'un. And the artist said to me, she called me and she went, nothing's going right for me, man. My deal ain't come through, yeah? And I just want to bust down like the other rappers. That is your end goal of it.
That's what
watch.
that's what's on your mind.
A watch. I turned around, yeah, and I went. You
wouldn't think, you know what's mad? You wouldn't think these people exist, but they actually do.
And I went, this is where it's all gone wrong.
Yeah.
Like, you think that whole goal of it, do you know when I said I made it, when I could give back to my people, yeah? And when I sat in my first ever mortgage, bruv, and I went, this is mine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
First ever yard I bought 20 years ago. This is my house.
That's sick.
That's when that's more rewarding. I can go to, like, you know, I'll give you, a story about, funny enough, when I bought my first house, and never forget it, just having that outlet where, God bless his soul, when, big impact in our community, when young Fruge passed.
Yeah.
I had to go and pick Joel up, Beats up from Battersea, right?
Yeah.
He was so traumatized, bro. And I had my house at the time in the countryside in Hertfordshire. And that was my first house, in peace. And he was like, I remember bringing him up to my house and he cried all night, bro. I used to have my office room. Bro, I swear to God, bro, he looked at he played I'm Missing You, Faith Evans song, and I'm not going to mention the other guy. That was on that record. I ain't saying his name on here, bruv. That devil guy.
Yeah.
But he played Missing You, so I'm going to say Faith Evans, yeah? And I'll never forget it, bro, like, the two contrasts of life, of me getting out of the hood, and then watching my brother who's lost his friend in the hood.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget it, bruv, and I came downstairs, bruv. I walked down the stairs, and I just cried, bruv, like, looking at him, the pain that he was in, fam. Like, I never forget it, bro. Like, and I was like, this is the two contrasts of life, bro. Because everything that all these youths are aspiring to be and to get out, get away from this dark environment where I am now, blessings to God, but my brother's still suffering. Because within that environment, he's lost his friend. Oh, it was awful, bro. I remember that still. Yeah, of course you will, because it was you lot's, you lot's age group.
Yeah.
And it's the first time I see my brother, like, that was his first real bit of trauma.
Yeah, 100%.
Obviously, the first thing he always says is that, I forget that, Beats was young when I got stabbed. The first thing he heard when I got stabbed was that I was dead. So I got stabbed in Napa.
Yeah.
You understand? And he says, bruv, like, for about a certain amount of time, everyone thought you was dead. Imagine walking around with that feeling.
Yeah, that's mad.
My mum thought I was dead for about 2 hours till my dad clarified, like, no, he's in the hospital. Like, Romeo and them are with him. Like, but like, he's got 27 stitches in his neck, like, you get me? Imagine that I put my mum through that.
Yeah, it's mad.
You know the things we put our mums through?
Of course.
We're not going to talk about them deeply on camera, but we put our mums through shit, bro.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
There's things that we've given our family real scares, bro.
Yeah,
you giving me a lot of scares, bro.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
You give me a lot of scares. Because you was quiet when you was young. So you was a man of few words, but I knew you better than everyone. Because we was in the same environment. So when you was going through your stage of madness and I heard things that was happening to you, I was like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Do you understand? But that was your life. That was your truth of what you was dealing with. But I'm so glad you've come out the other side, bro. Because you was always talented, bro.
Yeah, blessings be to God.
There's people like this brother can sing, he can rap, he can act. He's like another version of me, but better. I'm old now. I'm old, man. But you're doing great things, man. I'm proud of all the boys. I'm proud of you in particular. I'm proud of Stormzy. Because these are my brothers. I'm proud of Clue. I'm proud of Reaps. I'm Diffs with the agency. I just love to see the boys doing well.
Yeah.
As long as I go in there, the boys are alive, their kids are healthy, and they're doing their job.
That's what matters, man.
Then I'm easy, bro.
That's what matters.
And I always give the man them my blessings, If I see them tripping up, I'll tell them. You know what I mean?
No, 100%.
If we see you tripping up, you do know me and Mega and Romeo's are going to tell you.
Of course, 100%.
Understand?
Yeah.
Faces, Max, we're going to tell you. These are good guys, man.
That's one thing I can definitely vouch for. You, Mega and Shabs. Out of all of you lot, if I was doing some madness,
bro, I'm on your phone, bro.
I'll get a message.
You're gonna get a call,
bro. I mean,
and
that's another thing as well that I have to always. There's never been a time, because there's never been a time I asked Mega for something. He said no.
Never.
And I haven't. It's
You
not
would
even
never
like
say-
it's not even like I've asked him for bare mad stuff. But you know, like I might ask him for something here, and it's like I know it's annoying sometimes people ask you for stuff, but he's never said no.
But you see our community.
Yeah.
Do you know what our community
And
means?
Shabs as well.
Yeah. Do you know what the
Yeah.
community means to me, Mega, Shabs, Romeo, Mac?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what our community?
And Swiss.
Oh, Swiss. And come on, bruv.
Swiss, yeah.
Swiss is the
Come
goat.
against Swiss.
Bro,
Yeah,
no, wait,
yeah,
whoa. Swizzy is the
Yeah, yeah,
template of positivity, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
We learned off
Yeah,
Swizzy.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you understand? This weirdo would write lyrics with Newsnight on in the background, a prophecy book next to him. Like, his mind is
trust
on.
me.
I used to wind him up. Swizzy, you're a weirdo, you know. Be like, oh,
He's
no.
on a different level.
He's on. I always say his mind's on a different continent.
Yeah.
And you know, Swiss, yeah. He's another one. Like, Swiss has taught me so much in terms of like his mindset and his thinking. Swiss will always challenge you. So that's why me and Swiss would probably argue a lot, because Swiss challenges you, and I like that about him. So it's always a healthy argument. Me and Swiss would have it out, bro. You good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all good,
Me and Swiss would. Yeah, me and Swiss would have it out. But he's a conscious youth, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
He's so fucking conscious, man.
100%.
Like, so, brother, I love my brothers, man. Like,
Yeah.
they're my brothers, innit? Like I said, I
yeah.
can't get rid of them.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
that's
mean?
it.
And we've shared a journey, bro. We've shared a journey
For life.
For life,
Yeah,
bro.
for
And
life.
to say that, as I said to people, them lot, is like, I seen something the other day, right? And it made me laugh. There was a video of, I think, a couple of boys, Schemes, Rex, a couple of boys. There was a freestyle. But you know, all our boys, all you lot are like this.
Yeah, it's Rekka, yeah.
Yeah?
It's Rekka,
It was Rex, innit? It was Rekka, innit?
Yeah.
And then one of the guys, someone wrote in the comments, I don't know how I've seen it. What do them Junction boys have in their water? He says,
yeah.
from the So Solid lot down to them lot, why they all fit and big?
Yeah, man, are big. Yeah.
Yeah?
It's true.
So you'd have you lot that are just like units that are thing. You got
yeah.
Harvey the fitness man that can run for
Yeah,
England.
it's
And
true, yeah.
and they're like, what? Why does that man, Romeo still looks like he's
Because even
30.
Gappy, when people see Gappy,
Gaps.
Gappy is like a monster.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Gap's his family, bro.
Yeah.
So when they see us all integrate, I go to an event, right? I went to a boxing event. Remember, we don't talk who's close and who's tight. Me and the missus went to a boxing event. I went to watch one of my brethren, Grant Dennis, right? This is good friends with Grant. Up Kent Way. Walked in there. What's happened? As soon as Gap see me, that's family.
Yeah.
Gaps has got me. We're all sitting at the front together.
Yeah.
Because we don't go around barking who we
it,
know.
Yeah, saying it. Yeah, you don't need to.
Be careful who you're talking around.
Yeah, of
Because
course.
don't realise,
You don't know what you're chatting.
Battersy's
Yeah,
everywhere.
you're just chatting. Yeah.
You don't realise that one of our boys, like Gaps, yeah, is big in that boxing world, bro.
Yeah.
And we're all integrated.
Yeah.
So you don't know who you're troubling or who you. So
100%, man.
I say to people, live easy, man. Live good.
And that's it.
You know what I mean?
And on that note,
On that note,
I was trying to ask you one more thing before we go, right? So we're in 2026, and like you said, you're 46. So you're getting closer to the
5-0.
big 5-0.
Yeah, man.
What is something that before you get there, or something that you just in general that you want to see happening within your life now? Because you've lived a life.
Yeah.
You've lived a life. You know what I mean? So
The next step is the big step, bro. I'm planning to leave the country and live in a different environment. I'm not saying that's going to be forever.
hopefully not South Africa.
No.
You know what I
That's a
mean?
good one.
Yeah.
I was like, definitely not South Africa. But my cousin on my Sierra Leone side, because you know, obviously I'm Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
She lives in Canada, and I just love the lifestyle in Canada. I love the way it's such a beautiful place too. I'm not saying it's going to be there, but me and the wife.
It's kind of like England as well, though.
Yeah,
but it's just cleaner. It's
cleaner.
Like, I can't explain it, but it's. I've been there still.
You know, I've been to Vancouver,
Yeah.
and she lives in a beautiful place called Calgary, bro. Oh my gosh, where they have the
Okay.
Winter Olympics, bro. It's
Okay.
unbelievable. A place called Banff, and I'm a scenic guy, bro. I like countryside, innit?
Yeah.
I like walks in the forest and looking at
Human,
hills.
just being a human,
Yeah, just being a
bro.
human
Yeah,
being.
yeah.
So for me, the next stage is just living in a country and just, because I said to my missus, I don't want the kids to have, you know, I don't want it to be boxed in. You know, my kids travel, and I want them to have that in their mindset when they go into their adult life. Yeah, dad and mum travelled, man, and well, like, go and live your life, man.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be like have like boxing mentality.
Boxing, yeah, of course.
So for me, that's the next thing, bro, is living out of this environment. England's gave me everything, bruv. I've won every award England can offer musically.
Cold.
That's mad, isn't it?
Can you imagine? Yeah.
Imagine all the man them can say.
Hard.
Imagine all the man them can say, bruv, man, won Brit Awards, this, that. I've had a platinum album. TV, done it. I'm on national radio.
Yeah.
But you know what, bro? It ain't made me any happier or any. I'm still who I am. I'm still junior, innit?
Yeah, that's it.
I realise that you ask for all these things, yeah, but unless you've got love around you or good people, it means nothing.
It's nothing, yeah.
I could be sitting at home. I could like go home now and I've got all like my platinum albums down my stairs and my awards. But what does that mean if I can't share it with my kids?
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I share it. My son's funny, bruv. You look at my Brit Award and my daughter and they'd be like, why is that, who's that funny man, that gold thing?
Yeah.
I'm like, he hasn't even got a clue what that is.
Yeah.
That's the reason why you're living in this yard.
As well, yeah. What is it like?
Yeah.
Do your kids understand who their dad is?
Now they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like my daughter, 18-year-old.
I know Angel would
Angel's, come on, you know. Angel knows, yeah. And Angel's been a big test of a parent because she's took me on a journey.
Yeah.
She ain't easy, bro.
Yeah.
You know, bloody hell. But
casual, yeah.
Yeah, you know. Anyway, don't let me start. But that's a daughter for you.
Yeah.
But I think having my first son, his son's dad's his hero, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
My son, like, if you could be on my arm right now and be sitting
He's
on his
rolling.
he's rolling.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But he said to him the other day, I said to him and my daughter, who's 8, I said, she went, Dad, you're famous. So I said to her, that's not important. I said, do you know why people say I am? She was like, because you worked hard and you sing songs. And she's like, get it. Is it because you sing songs, Dad? And I said, and other stuff. And then she went, I said, why are you asking me these questions? Because she'd be like, sometimes, Dad, I'm in class, yeah? And like, my friends would be like, the girls would be like, your dad's famous.
Oh, swear.
And they'd be like, or they might go, 21 seconds to go, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, sing to her.
Yeah.
She's like, why did I ever?
That's because their parents told them that.
Yeah.
Their parents is like,
Sunset.
there's dad.
My son, like, he's got this, like, it's weird, bruv. It's like, in fact, she's like looking at a mini me. And you know what I'm like, innit?
Yeah, of course.
He's nuts like me.
Hyper,
He's funny.
Yeah.
Like, and it makes me laugh because he's listening to songs. They've got their own playlist. I've got their own playlist on Spotify. But I'll be driving in a car and I'll be looking at this shit. And my man will be in the car. This him today in the morning. He likes the new Lethal Bizzle song, You Ain't, with Napper and J&E.
Okay, yeah.
My man will be in the car. My man will be like, boy, better know. What? I'm like, big man. What are you doing?
What you know?
You know about boy better know.
Yeah,
like this. And it's like, I just love seeing kids like, I like kids with character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't be like, one thing I say about when we were young, man, we all had characters.
100%.
In it.
100%.
Like, you could, some of the
Funny
back then could
dudes,
just make you laugh. Like, beats, my brother is funny, bro.
Yeah, proper.
Like, he has me instinct. You're funny.
Yeah.
Differ, he cracks me up. That smile can make him get away with murder. You get me?
Yeah.
That smile can make him get away. It's a difference. Stop doing that smile. Can't get you out of everything. Yeah. But all of you lot, man, I just love, like, I've got so many funny memories, like, of all of you, like, just growing up. Yeah, man, you all come out good. I'm happy, brother. I'm blessed, man.
No, I love.
Clapham Junction, SW11, stand up, man.
No, I love, man. I
Home.
appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Thank you for having me, cuz.
Yeah, no, I love, man.
Thank you. God bless, man. I appreciate it. Love. Thank you, brother.
So
thank you.
So that has been a 6 a.m. club, man, special with Harvey, you know what I mean, and me and family, man.
Come on, man.
And
family.
I appreciate you coming down today
Anytime,
and having
brother.
a conversation, because these conversations are needed. People
Big
need to
time.
understand the history of things as well.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the family ties or whether it's the area.
That's right.
And what people mean to the area, you know what I mean? So, like I said to you, when I was a kid, seeing you lot, it installed something within me that made me understand that this thing was real.
That's right.
And now I'm in my studio in Junction doing my own filming.
Come to you, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's
Do you know what I
amazing.
mean? So blessings be to God, man. So thank you again, man. And RIP to Auntie Jenny and Sugar Ray as well, man. You know what I mean? That's family forever, man.
The legends.
The legends.
Come on, man.
The legends.
And I want to say, everyone, make sure you support what he's doing. The 6 a.m. club. Make sure you like, you subscribe, all of that.
Yeah.
Traction all this way because it's positivity and it's goodness and
100%,
blessings.
man.
Solid.
Love.